Hey guys, it's Fru, and this is my hardcore world. Okay, so I think we should start this world tour off directly out the front of our main island, because as you can see, the main island is definitely where I get up to most of my building and everything like that. So if you have seen any of the I survived 100 days, 200 days, 300 days, 400 days, and even 500 days, then a lot of this world should look extremely familiar. So the first thing that you see before you head onto the main island is, of course, this tree that we constructed at the end of 500 days. Now, this isn't any ordinary tree, because it does have a few bee nests scattered around. Now, the reason that I actually built this tree is not only to give the bees a brand new home, it was also just to fill up some space out the front of the main island, because if this tree wasn't here, this whole entire area would be super plain, so this is kind of a nice decoration if I do say so myself. So yeah, when you get past the tree and head over the bridge, you will see two fence gates to get onto the island. Now, the reason these are here are just to make sure that no hostile mobs can get in, because if you see all around the island, there is this wall that goes all the way around, and not to mention, there is a lot of lighting. Now, the reason I have so much lighting and this wall going around and the fence gates, as I said, is to keep out hostile mobs, because the last thing you want in hardcore is just mobs spawning at your base. So when you get through the fence gates, you will see where it all began. It all started in this small underground base. Now, this base has everything that I need. So when you get down here, you will see there is some furnaces, a crafting table, the dragon head on an armor stand, a nether portal. It even has a map which I obtained in 500 days. And then over here to the right, you will see my main storage room, and I always use this storage room even to this day. I'm always just putting stuff in the storage room. As you can see, it has just got so much random stuff. So this is definitely my most used storage room. And then behind me over here, we have the mine down there, which goes down to diamond level, and then across here we have this room here, which has my bed, a clock, but this is probably the room where I spend most of my time, because it has all my shulker boxes, it has an anvil, it has some brewing stands, it has a stone cutter, and even a smithing table. And of course, on the floor, we even have all these valuables here. But once we come out of this room, we can go into this room, which has some furnaces, some smokers, some blast furnaces in case I want to smelt things like ores. And if we turn around right here, you will see, of course, the enchantment area. Now, inside the enchantment area, we have a chest for lapis and a grindstone in case I'm not happy with some of the enchantments. So yeah, I really like this enchantment area, but in case this wasn't everything you need in a survival base, down here, we have a massive villager trading room. Okay, so the trading room may be a little bit overcrowded with iron golems, but at least now I know the villagers are safe. So apart from the fact there are just tons of iron golems just kind of going around, there is actually a bunch of villagers here with really good trades. So for example, this one has Unbreaking 3 for 15 emeralds, which is actually really good. And then around here somewhere, we should be able to find a Mending Villager. Now, I think it may be this one. Okay, so as you can see, we can get Mending here for 24 emeralds, and there is a load of villagers with just all of the best trades you can get. And there is even some farmers in case I want to sell some of my potatoes and wheat and stuff like that as well. This villager area is where I like to keep all of my villagers, and if you just look around, there is loads of them. So I definitely have all the books I will ever need, and also all of the farmers I will ever need as well. So once we get out here and head up the stairs, that is basically everything for my main underground base. I mean, we have an enchantment area, we have the villager area, we have places to smelt, we have storage, we have access to the Nether, but of course we have a whole entire island to explore. So directly over from this bridge, we have some extra storage. Now, in this storage room, I like to keep most of my stuff like building blocks. So once we get up here, you can see there is an end chest right here, but if we actually go in the chest, you will see that there is just mostly building blocks. So whenever I start a build, or before I ever start a build, I will usually look in these chests just to see what building blocks I already have. Not only is this place good for storage, it is also a great place to look at the view of our island. As you can see, we have all the farming stuff over there, we have all the castles, but I think it's time that we carry on. So when we get out the storage room, you can see to the left over here, we obviously have the statue that I constructed in 500 days, and we even have the first ever farm that I built. I literally do not use this farm anymore, but I kind of like the way it looks, and occasionally I will come and see how my beetroot is going. So yeah, as you can tell, I really do not use this farm anymore, because we will get into why I don't in just a minute. If we follow this path down here, you can see this is where all my pet cows are, and just look at the massive smile on all of their faces. They are extremely happy to see me. So now we have checked up on the cows, let's keep on moving over to what I like to call Castle Island. Now, obviously it has the beacon in the center, but it also has these two giant castles. Now, this one is the armory, and this one, well, as you can see, it's where I like to keep the diamond beacon. So the diamond beacon took a very long time to get, but it was definitely worth it. As you can see, it just looks absolutely amazing. A full blue diamond beacon, and it is kept safe inside of this castle right here. But if we go over here, we have a very similar looking castle, but this one is actually an armory. So if we go inside right now, you can see that it has a spare set of netherite armor, and not only that, 5 spare pickaxes, 5 spare swords, and 5 spare axes and shovels, and these are all level 30 netherite tools and armor. So yeah, the armory is extremely looted out. As you can see, it's got so much stuff inside. But let's now move on to the farming side of the island. So over this bridge, this is where I have all of the potatoes which go to my villagers, or I actually cook them for food. So usually if I want a book, I will just get a bunch of the potatoes to sell to my villagers, or if I just need more potatoes to eat, I will just shove them in the furnace, and that's pretty much how I get food. But over this bridge is something that I constructed in 500 days, and it is an iron farm. So the way this iron farm works is the zombie will scare the villagers, which will actually make an iron golem spawn. Now, any minute now, an iron golem should spawn and get angry with the zombie, and as it comes to try and attack the zombie, it will fall in the water and then end up all the way down here. Now, I need to try not fall down there myself, but it has a tiny little lava pool which the iron golem gets trapped in, and then that will give me some iron. Oh, so as you can see, the iron golem spawned, and it will go down there. So yeah, that's pretty much how it works. That is everything that I've built in my island itself. We have all the castles over there, the storage room, my actual base, the farm area, the iron farm. But I also have some builds that aren't on the island. This is my creeper farm. So the way the creeper farm works is I will stand on this platform right here, which will cause creepers to spawn in these each individual little sections. And then water will flow out, put the creepers down over there into the magma blocks. And, well, when the creepers are taken care of, their gunpowder will go into this hopper right here, which gets traveled around in a minecart. And all of the stuff will end up in these chests. The next build I want to show you is in the depths of the Nether. So let's go. So here we are. This right here is the Nether hub that I constructed in 500 days, and the main reason for this thing is just to give me some protection when I enter the Nether. Ghasts cannot actually detect me through this glass right here, and also my Nether fortress is literally right there. So all I have to do is get my fireworks, and I have to use like one of them to get over to the fortress. So not only am I really close to the Nether fortress, I also have this really nice Nether hub here to keep me safe. But speaking of builds that aren't in the overworld, let's head to the end. Alright, so here we are at the portal. Let's just go through. This right here is my Enderman Farm. Now, this is probably one of the most useful farms that I have because, as you can see, it gives a crazy amount of XP. And not only XP, it also gives ender pearls as well. This farm is incredibly useful whenever I need XP for my mending, or if I just want to get XP for enchanting in general. I will always come here, or usually come here, if I need a lot of XP. But apart from that, that is basically everything that I've built in my hardcore world. So there we have it. That is all of the main things that I have built in my hardcore world so far. So if you've seen 100 days, 200 days, 300 days, 400 days, or even 500 days survived in hardcore, most of this should be really familiar to you because this is all of the stuff that I've done up to 500 days. But for now, this is everything that I've done in 500 days of hardcore Minecraft. I really hope you guys did enjoy this world tour. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope you did enjoy. But apart from that, have a great rest of your day and peace.